I want to pay particular tribute to the Honourable Lady opposite for Swansea East. Not only did she share some purple hair dye with my daughter, who at the time was 17, but she also persuaded my now 18-year-old to ask me about the menopause. So, I mean, she really is, in my household anyway, she's quite a famous person. I also want to pay tribute to my right honourable friend, the member for Romsey and Southampton North. I always get confused by that because I'm North Southamptonshire and it's somehow a real tongue twister. I'm sure she understands. But I would just like to pay tribute to everyone here who is openly now talking about the menopause. So for me, all the way through until I started menopause, quite late as it happened, I didn't know the foggiest thing about it. Literally, what is it? Nobody ever talked about the menopause. And that actually is extraordinary. You think about, well, we all chat about Viagra, don't we? And that serves a very different purpose. But the menopause, that actually affects 100% of women at some point of their lives, is somehow a taboo subject. And in particular, the consequences for women of the feeling terrible, not being able to sleep, and all of the things that honourable members across this room have been talking about. And yet, Mr. Hollowbone, 41% of medical schools don't teach menopause as a mandatory subject. How utterly bizarre, completely strange. And a study from Newson Health highlighted that 79% of women surveyed had visited their GP regarding clearly menopausal symptoms, yet only 37% were given hormone replacement therapy and 23% were given antidepressants. And often people face a wait of more than a year to get help. It's utterly ridiculous. And as Liz Earle, who is sort of famous for her face products, but actually is a real campaigner for helping women through the menopause, said, it's all about how to have a better second half of life. And I do believe the second half can be even better than the first. Well, hear to that. You know, actually in the second half of life, once the kids are grown up and you've got your life back and you're now an MP and you want to get on, you actually want your hormone replacement therapy to be available on tap, Mr. Hollowbone, don't you? Yes, I hear him say, I hear him shout. And I know that my honourable friend, the minister on the front bench, is going to be very sympathetic because he really is a good listener, and whilst it may also not be his normal dinner time conversation, he will appreciate how important this is to all women of a certain age. And I just want to finish with the words of my lovely constituent who came to see me at my surgery and said, my GP encouraged me not to give up. And 6 months later, after taking HRT, I'm now a new woman. So let's hear it for new women. Thank you, Mr. Hollowbone.